Everyone has that colleague, the one who starts every sentence with actually, the one who mansplains basic concepts, the one who steals your yogurt from the office fridge. Mine was Chad. When I met Chad, I actually liked him. I thought he was exactly like me, an insecure overachiever, a true perfectionist, and very good at his job. Our first project together was a strategy for a product we were building. We were getting along really well, riffing off each other's ideas. We were productive. We were even having fun, and we respected each other. Then our boss saw the strategy and said, "Great, let's build it. You have 3 months." 3 months? Okay. So the pressure started hitting, chat changed, or at least that's what I thought. It started killing every idea I had. It started questioning every decision I made. And then he started yelling at me. As if the attitude changed, so did mine. I started thinking, what an asshole. Anger built up inside me, and when everyone else in the company started complaining about him too, it reinforced my story. Chad was the problem. He was the asshole. Around this time, interestingly enough, I was doing a meditation and yoga immersion, and one day we studied a Tibetan Buddhist practice called Lojong, which is a practice to cultivate compassion. One of the teachings says, "Wherever I am and whomever I'm with, may I view myself as lowest of all, and from the bottom of my heart, may I cherish others and consider them supreme." When I read those words, I left it. Well, because the homework was now go with your day, try it out, and try this with difficult people. And I thought, no way, not with people that are asshole. I'm sorry, Chad, but you're not supreme. But then a month passed and meetings became unbearable. He yelled, I got defensive, and really nothing progressed. I was exhausted, frustrated. So I asked my boss to sit in a meeting and back me up. After witnessing one of our worst meetings, she pulled me aside and told me, "You're both being stubborn. This is not productive. You're slowing everything and everyone down. You have to find common ground. And keep this in mind, he's under a lot of pressure." That made me pause. If our relationship was affecting others, I needed to try and fixing it. And it never actually occurred to me that he felt under a lot of pressure because the entire team was under a lot of pressure, not just him. So in the next meeting, I decided to try something different. I remember the words from the Lojong. It was still hard to think about Chad as supreme, but one thing that practice really pushed me to do is to try and listen, truly listen to him, to pause, to respond instead of react. I kept repeating in my mind like a mantra, he's under pressure, he's under pressure. For the first time, I wasn't preparing my counter argument while he was talking. I was really listening to what he was saying. I was looking for common ground while at the same time staying true to my work. But also, I was trying to be compassionate towards Chad and everything that he was carrying. What I found out later is that he really felt he was carrying the responsibility for the entire team. As I did this, something magical happened. For the first time in a year, we had a normal conversation. I listened, he listened. I looked for middle ground, and so did he. At the end of that meeting, I felt lighter and happier. That moment really showed me something, that through meditation, I had developed the space to pause and not react, but to cultivate compassion, even for people that are assholes. Space to see that the way I treat others really shape my entire world. Chad didn't change, I changed. And when I changed, everything between us changed. The problem was never that Chad was an asshole. The problem was that I had labeled him as one, and that label became my reality. So this is what I realized. The most difficult people in our lives aren't obstacles, they're teachers. Chad taught me that I had a choice. In every frustrating meeting, every tense moment, I could choose to see an asshole, or I could choose to see a human being under pressure, just like me. What if every Chad in our life is actually showing you something about yourself? What if they're mirrors reflecting back exactly how you're showing up? With meditation, you don't need a dramatic breakthrough. You just need one moment to see that your practice is working, to see that there's a possibility that the practice is working. One meeting where you're trying something different. So tomorrow or today, when you're in that difficult conversation, pause, listen like you mean it. Look for one piece of common ground. It won't be perfect. It won't work every time. But that one shift, that small moment of choosing compassion over judgment, that's everything. And that's how Chad became my most annoying teacher.